I wanted to do this tutorial in particular because it seems to be the map that people have the most trouble understanding. I'm starting with this image because it's an excellent illustration of all you need to know about the map. It shows the map key, which tells you what everything is, so I'm only going to mention a couple important things. First and foremost is the control points, which are indicated by the green circles on the map. North is the cannon, west is the hangar, center of the map is the cantina, east is the lab, and south is the artifact chamber. They are the most important because you must control these points while they are active to score points and win the game. Second important thing to notice is the red dots. Those are the battle mod spawn points, which are also key to winning the game. I suggest studying the whole map because it has every detail you need to know, even locations of all the health packs, power packs, and speed boosts. When the match first starts, only 2 control points activate, so you'll want to split into 2 groups. And I've found the most effective way is to split into 2 groups of 4. So basically just split up into as even groups as possible. So if you look around and there's like 6 people going the same way as you are, go ahead and turn around and go the other way. But first thing you want to do is, no matter which way you go, you want to go straight for the mods and grab the mods, because mods, as I mentioned earlier, are key to winning the matches. And I'll go through the 4 different types of mods real quick. As you see here, I've got a red one. That's a deactivation mod. I could use it to deactivate this control point, but I was hoping we would be able to kill these guys quicker than we do and take it, but we end up not, so that ends up kind of being a fail. But anyways, you've got also green mods. Green mods activate non-active control points. Then you've got blue mods, which are basically, they'll give you double the points of what a normal control point will give you. Then you've got orange mods, which are essentially double speed on the ticks. Double speed on the tick rate of the control points. You can pass the mods, but you've got to be within 10 meters to do so. The reason I didn't use the red mod was after a certain point, you don't really want to waste it. You might as well just, once your timer is about halfway or under halfway on that round, you might as well not even waste any mods you have. You just save them for the next round. Basically, the thing to remember about the mods is the red is the only one you want to use on enemies. The other 3 are good to use on friendlies. Well, the green you want to use on a non-active one. As you see, I got a green one this time. And that one, I take it over to the lab, which is not active, and I activate it. I guess I should mention as well, in order to keep control of a control point, you actually have to stay within the barrier, the lit up barrier. If you leave the barrier for 3 seconds, you'll lose control over it. You have to be in the barrier and uncloaked as well. If you're a cloaker, if you're a cloak class, you have to be uncloaked. Here I see 3 other people show up and just stand here, so I decide I'm better off moving on. It's always good to just be situationally aware like that. If you notice you're standing there with like 3 other people doing nothing, you probably want to find the action elsewhere. So I move on, and lo and behold, look at all the action over here. We got a friendly over there with a red mod, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if it's just luck, but right after the enemy used the yellow mod, he used the red mod to deactivate it. So he made that guy waste his boost. Just like I said, I ain't sure if he did it on purpose or if it was just coincidental, but it was perfect. And right here I fell for a little bit of what you don't want to do. You don't want to ever be caught chasing enemies, which is what I did, but I also slightly fell for that glitch of where it looks like the cannon is active when it's actually not. So partly that, and plus I was just chasing that guy straight up. But it ends up turning out being pretty cool. It looks like it's going to be a 3 versus 1, but as soon as that Sin shows up, that scoundrel bails, which I imagine he's thinking, well, there's 2 other guys here, I don't need to be here. So he runs off, which then leaves me to massacre that one guy. The Sin did a little bit better. So I 2v1'd him, I take control of the cannon, and I guard it by myself, which brings me to the point of you don't need 3 or 2 guys even to guard. It only takes 1 guy to guard a control point that's not getting a bunch of action. So, like as I alluded to earlier, if you look around and there's like 3 of you standing here, move on to the next area. Go look for the action, take it to the enemy. I want to mention this Marauder does a hell of a job. There's not a whole lot of people that can do the Sentinel or the Marauder very well. And this guy handles it pretty well. He actually almost beats me. At one point it looks like I'm about to just demolish him, and he still manages to almost come back and beat me. Which is one of the specialties of the Marauder. Its raw DPS power is insane. Which I can't wait to cover, because honestly that's my favorite class. And I will be doing tutorials on it. But yeah, at this point it's still a close match. It's been a close match all the way through pretty much. They had a pretty decent lead at one point, but we came back, and at this point we know it's finished, so we just stand here. We just wait on it to end. We know it's over. And that will conclude my Odessen Proving Grounds tutorial. If you like this video, or if it helped you in any way, then please subscribe. I will catch you in the next one.